Welcome back to Tiny Ninja, the Hidden Lineage, a story of a forgotten bloodline, a collapsing world, and one small warrior standing between humanity and extinction. Across the ruins of the old world, the Dominion continues its silent conquest, an unstoppable force of machines and intelligence networks determined to eliminate every remaining pocket of human resistance. But deep beneath the shattered city, a rebellion has begun to form. In the last episode, Tiny Ninja, Ashara, and their allies fought off Dominion scout units in the underground rail tunnels. The battle was costly, but the rebellion held their ground. Yet the Dominion never sends scouts without a reason. Scouts measure, enforcers punish, and hunters end wars. Today, the rebellion will face its greatest threat yet: the Hunter. The underground tunnels were quiet, too quiet. Ashara stood near the entrance of the rail corridor, her staff resting lightly in her hands as she studied the darkness ahead. Behind her, rebel fighters were reinforcing barricades built from broken train cars and metal scaffolding. Tiny Ninja approached silently. "You feel it too?" he said. Ashara nodded. "Yes." She tapped the cracked concrete floor with her staff. The Dominion doesn't lose scouts without responding. Tiny Ninja folded his arms. "What do you think they'll send?" Ashara's answer came quietly. "Something worse." At that moment, a rebel lookout sprinted down the tunnel. "They're moving!" Everyone turned. "How many?" Ashara asked. The lookout shook his head. "Hard to say, but they're not scouts." The ground began to tremble. Heavy footsteps echoed down the tunnel. Tiny Ninja drew his blade. "Possessions!" The rebels moved quickly, forming defensive lines along the barricades. Energy rifles hummed to life. Ashara lifted her staff. The tunnel lights flickered. And then they appeared. 4 Dominion enforcers marched into view. Behind them, a tall figure stepped slowly from the darkness. Black armor, red glowing eyes. Every rebel froze. Ashara whispered the name. "The Hunter." The Hunter stopped 20 meters away. His mechanical gaze scanned the battlefield. Resistance unit detected. Tiny Ninja stepped forward slightly. Ashara grabbed his arm. "Wait!" The Hunter tilted his head. "Threat level analysis in progress." One of the rebels fired. A bolt of energy struck an enforcer in the shoulder. The machine barely reacted. The Hunter raised one hand. "Engage!" The enforcers charged. Blaster fire erupted across the tunnel. Rebels ducked behind barricades as energy blasts lit the underground corridor like lightning. Tiny Ninja moved instantly. One enforcer lunged toward him. Tiny Ninja spun under the attack and slashed across its midsection. Metal split. The machine collapsed. Ashara struck another enforcer with her staff, sending a surge of electricity through its armor. "Left flank!" she shouted. 2 more enforcers crashed through the barricade. A rebel fighter was thrown across the room. Tiny Ninja leapt forward. His blade flashed again and again. The machines fell one by one, within seconds. The enforcers were destroyed. The tunnel grew silent again. Then the Hunter began walking forward. His footsteps were slow, measured. Tiny Ninja stood ready. Ashara whispered behind him, "This isn't like the others." The Hunter stopped only a few steps away. His voice echoed coldly. "Resistance fighters exceed expected capability," in a robotic tone. Tiny Ninja replied calmly. Then leave. The hunter paused. Negative. He raised his blade. Extermination required. He attacked instantly. The hunter moved with terrifying speed. His blade struck downward. Tiny Ninja barely blocked it. The impact drove him backward. Ashara fired an energy blast. The hunter dodged without even turning. Tiny Ninja countered attack with a strike, strike, strike. Sparks exploded with each impact. But the hunter's armor held. The machine grabbed Tiny Ninja and hurled him across the tunnel. He slammed into the wall. Ashara rushed forward. She spun her staff and struck the hunter's chest with a surge of energy. The blast knocked the machine back 2 steps, but that was all. The hunter turned toward her. New priority target identified. Ashara braced herself. Come on, then. The hunter charged. Tiny Ninja leapt between them. Their blades collided again. The tunnel shook with each strike. But the hunter was stronger, faster, relentless. Within seconds, Tiny Ninja was forced back again. Meanwhile, the rebels were struggling. More enforcers were arriving from the tunnels behind the hunter. Rebel soldiers fired desperately. One fighter shouted, They're pushing through! Ashara saw it immediately. If they break the line, we're finished! She struck the ground with her staff. Electric energy surged across the barricade. 2 enforcers collapsed. But more kept coming. Tiny Ninja shouted while fighting the hunter, Ashara, hold them! She nodded, I will! Ashara turned to the rebels. Fall back to secondary position! The fighters regrouped deeper in the tunnel. But the hunter remained focused on Tiny Ninja. The hunter struck again. Tiny Ninja blocked. But this time the machine twisted the blade aside and slammed a mechanical fist into his chest. Tiny Ninja crashed to the ground. The hunter stood over him, red eyes glowing. Resistance leader identified. Tiny Ninja struggled to rise. The hunter raised his weapon. Termination initiated. Ashara screamed, No! And a new voice echoed through the tunnel. Calm, ancient. Enough! Everyone turned. A lone figure stepped forward from the darkness. Long cloak, silver armor, a calm expression. Ashara whispered in disbelief. Kairo! The hunter turned toward the newcomer. Unknown combatant detected. Kairo spoke calmly. You have hunted long enough. The hunter attacked immediately. His blade cut through the air like lightning. But Kairo moved faster. Their weapons clashed. For the first time, the hunter staggered backward. Tiny Ninja watched in shock. Ashara whispered, Who is he? Kairo turned briefly toward Tiny Ninja. You have spirit. He then faced the hunter again. But this enemy requires more than spirit. The hunter attacked again. Kairo blocked every strike with fluid precision. Then he looked at Tiny Ninja. Stand! Tiny Ninja forced himself up. Kairo nodded. Now fight beside me. The hunter charged again. Tiny Ninja and Kairo attacked together. Their movements flowed like water. Strike high, strike low. The hunter fought violently, but the tide had changed. Ashara shouted from behind them. There! She pointed at a glowing section beneath the hunter's chest armor. The core! Kairo saw it. That is his heart. He blocked the hunter's blade. Tiny Ninja! Tiny Ninja leapt forward. The hunter turned. Too late. Tiny Ninja drove his blade straight into the glowing core. The machine froze. Its red eyes flickered. System failure. The hunter collapsed. The tunnel fell silent. Smoke drifted through the underground chamber. Rebel fighters stared at the fallen machine. Ashara approached slowly. It's over. Honey Ninja pulled his blade free. He looked at Kairo. You saved us. Kairo shook his head. No. He looked at Honey Ninja. You saved them. Honey Ninja frowned. Why did you come? Kairo studied him carefully. Because your bloodline has awakened. Honey Ninja was confused. My bloodline? Kairo nodded. The Hidden Lineage. Ashara looked between them. What does that mean? Kairo's expression darkened. It means the Dominion will never stop hunting him. Honey Ninja looked at the fallen hunter. Then we fight. Kairo smiled faintly. Yes. He turned toward the surface. And next time, we prepare. And that concludes Season 1 of Tiny Ninja, The Hidden Lineage. Today the rebellion faced the Dominion's most dangerous weapon, the Hunter, and survived. But the Dominion now knows something it did not know before. Tiny Ninja is alive, and the rebellion is growing stronger. Next season, Tiny Ninja will train under Kairo as the war against the Dominion expands far beyond the tunnels of this ruined city. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow the podcast so you don't miss the next chapter. And if you'd like to support the series and see more Tiny Ninja content, you can also find shorts on YouTube at Tiny Ninja Official. Thank you for listening, and remember, even the smallest warrior can change the fate of the world.
The path the